I think that Manfred sees a market that at this time has pulled away from negotiations, that isn't reaching out, that isn't calling him. And I think that's where his frustration lies. But if you look at all of his comments prior, he was very complimentary about Oakland. He said Oakland does deserve a major league team. Oakland is a major league market. He said that Oakland's diversity is incredibly important to Major League Baseball. Every comment he made up until John Fisher bought that or agreed to buy the binding land agreement that was not binding, right? He'd always been complimentary about Oakland prior to that. So I think he's really just going to say whatever John Fisher and the owners want him to say. And at this point, he's just saying exactly what they're asking him to.
Okay, I've said this so many times that at some point it's not going to be true. But I've heard for a couple years, the hinting is he's pushing so hard because he just needs this done. This almost is like, I'm going to sell myself out here for you, John. Like, this is speculation. I don't know. That I'm going to put myself on the line here for you. Better come up with this. And we know there's a deadline to continue receive revenue share, which was put back into the CBA after it was taken out in the old one. And like, maybe if this thing blows up again, if this thing can't work in Las Vegas after all the hits that Manfred has taken, legitimate hits, like he should have taken these hits for the snide responses, maybe MLB is ready to say, John Fisher, if you can't get it done here, whether it was Oakland or Las Vegas, you can't get it done. And they don't love pressuring owners to sell, but maybe we just won't give you anything more. And maybe John Fisher, the end game here is you selling. Maybe it's selling in Las Vegas anyway, because we know you get a new stadium, the price is going to go up. But Casey, do you see this maybe as MLB, if we're trying to figure out any logic to Manfred's sarcasm, Manfred's bizarre anti-fan stance after the reverse boycott? Can you see that? Can you see where MLB's like, this is your last shot, John Fisher. We'll go with you all the way. You don't get it done. If this thing completely implodes, maybe you should sell.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And I'll put it a couple different ways. First of all, if you're Rob Manfred, upsetting, ripping on, delegitimizing what A's fans have done in this market, angering an entire fan base that you're going to expect and need to fly to Las Vegas to come fill your stadium in one of the smaller baseball markets is a terrible business decision, first and foremost. Secondly, I think that they're just so, hard to get this Vegas thing done that they're going to push and push and push and do whatever it takes, because I think you're right. I think this is John Fisher's last chance. If he does not get a deal done, as much as MLB owners never want to set the precedent, it's been done before, but of pushing another owner out, they're all going to be wary of that. But I think that they've given him enough chances. We're talking about a guy whose team is on revenue sharing, that's asking for a waived relocation fee to go to a market that they would have made billions of dollars on in expansion. All of these things are money losers for Major League Baseball. They're money losers for other owners. I think that's a big problem, and I don't think that makes any sense. And lastly, I'll say that I think that if Major League Baseball actually had some foresight here and a little bit more patience, the smart play would be to take all the groundwork that John Fisher and Dave Kaval have laid in Nevada. They put the A's up for sale, let a local ownership group buy this team, do the deal at Howard Terminal, finish the job. Then 3 years down the road, when Las Vegas baseball is 100% ready, the stadium's built, everything's done, that's when you snap your fingers. That's when you start the expansion, because what you're going to get now is the A's are going to be gone from Oakland. That market's dead. You're going to be in Las Vegas, sort of, because you have to find somewhere to play for 3 years while the stadium gets built.
The Reno A's.
Reno, Sacramento, Oracle Park, Las Vegas, Aviators. Who knows, right?